and the hind limbs, which used to be kind of elongated like this, becomes like a quick hopping gait. So they lose hip extension and there's more stress on the back.
And it'll lose shoulder extension.
And all this shoulder doesn't extend normally either because it's a hop, you know. So he's done great, but you know, because he was hit by a car, his initial trauma, he has other issues. You know, so just because that leg is gone, I think he gets around better, he's more comfortable, but he still has neck pain, which was the original injury, was, you know, like a neck injury. He still has lower back and pelvic pain.
And we think he has something that often people get with the whole phantom limb pain. Yeah, phantom limb pain is where, you know, their brain and the nervous system still thinks that they have a limb, and it actually, they can have pain in that limb even though it doesn't really exist.
But also, this guy will, he'll scream.
For no reason, not even moving, just scream.
He'll just scream like a couple times a week. So actually, we have him on medication. There's a really good medication to treat that.
What is it?
Gabapentin?
Yeah, and it really helps. So he's on it because he has nerve pain also in his lower back from his trauma. So you should always do shoulder extension. We can show you on Happy Face. So always we should do shoulder extension on the dogs. They should always get hip extension, okay? Bringing the hips back. If they're small enough, we should always do hanging traction to lengthen the spine. If they're big, like a shepherd, then we should always do tail traction to, you know, make the spine more comfortable because there's a lot more stress there. You're so cute. Have you always been this cute? Yeah, you have, right? Oh, that's stretchies. That's good shoulder extension. But another thing that you can do is, you know, because they're breaking down this direction, you can have them do exercises like digging to try to build up, you know, strength and range of motion the other way. So for, you know, dogs like this, you could even just put treats under a towel and have them dig for it because you want to build this way. So there's always like little sneaky things you can teach them to sit and shake through active shoulder extension as opposed to just passively when they're going to extend them.
Which would be core strength too.
Yeah, and then you got to work on their core. Face.
So generally, just even going through range of motion, like they should have, you know, they should always have wrist flexion, elbow flexion, and then shoulder extension is the one that he's going to be, you know, more tight on because he's not ever really reaching forward because he doesn't want to fall on his face. But that would be just kind of bringing his arm up towards his nose. But I tend to like to stabilize the shoulder blade so that they don't do this, right? So I tend to kind of just put my hand here and hold this shoulder blade down while I bring the arm up.
And so a normal dog is going to be able to extend his arm up to his nose. So you can see Happy Face, even though he gets worked on, is restricted. You could show him the tricep stretch too.
So tricep stretch, you know, would be bringing his arm like that, like it would on us. Just holding his elbow in some flexion, bending it, and then just bringing the elbow towards his nose. Yes, that's very tight, ain't it?
What would the non-professional need to pay attention to so that they're not hurting or doing something wrong?
Every dog, doesn't matter how stoic they are, gives you a response when you make them uncomfortable. So if right now Happy's reaction is like this, and if you push him too far, he's going to change his posture, he's going to look at you, he's going to look concerned, he's going to pull the arm away. So he's pulling the arm away, so I went too far. They're always going to tell you either they're going to withdraw the limb, they're going to increase their breathing, they're going to lick their lips, their pupils are going to dilate, they're going to move their body language away from the site. But every dog communicates to you when you've gotten to the point where it's uncomfortable. And just like if you're trying to gain flexibility for yourself, you have to bring it right to that edge, you know, where
and
you
I'm
feel
just going
it.
to have my hand here, and I always tell people I never grab hold of the dog because that's threatening when you grab them. So I always try to do like an open hand that's much more comfortable for them, and then I try to just kind of support their leg as I bring it back. But I never do like a closed hand around their limb ever.
So for a rear leg amputee, this would be a good one for their remaining
It's
legs.
going to be good even for a front because same thing. You want to maintain normal range of motion whether he uses it functionally or not. You still want him to have it. And with him, you can do that hanging traction like we talked about. You can help stand up. I'm going to help you stand you up. So what you do is you get your arms around them. I support them against my body, and then I just let their legs hang.
So there's lots and lots of exercises that you can do that are little neurosensory techniques, or having them walk over things that everyone should do once they have a dog with, 3 legs or degenerative conditions. So basically, you know, happy face needs to practice knowing where his feet are. Thank you. Very nice. You know, he has to practice knowing where this is. So, you know, one thing he can do is he can always think about, oh, that's not right. Let me fix that. That's not right. Let me fix that. Just sensory awareness. Okay. See how this one is a little bit slower. So, you know, we don't want him to fall though. Yeah. He always has to know where his legs are. When he's lying down, you know, we can tickle his toes and make him, it's annoying, but he's thinking about it. We're connecting the feet and the brain. You know, body awareness is really important in these dogs. Along the same lines, if you have dogs like this, go over really small obstacles, or we oftentimes take our cavaletti poles and we sprinkle the poles in all different crisscross directions and we have them make their way through. The brain has to think about pathways. And people don't strengthen. The only exercise people ever do with their dogs is endurance. It's walks. That's not gonna help joints. You know, you need to get to strengthening and squats and core work and exactly the same stuff that helps people. You know, so I wish that everyone would do that stuff when their pups were little, and then if and when an issue happens, the body's better prepared to deal with it. They're in better shape prehab. If you want to exercise your pet, have them do transitions, sit to stand, stuff like that, where you're actually building muscle.
And you'd be
Controlled
surprised
amount of sets.
how tired they can get from mental activity.
Yeah, that's
You know.
what people like. I have to exercise my pet. Well, exercise their brain.
Right.
No, they're gonna get tired. I always tell people, or trauma or something, that your dog can be happy doing a billion activities. It doesn't have to be doing the exact same things it did before the accident or the injury or whatever happened to them. So it's more the person's expectations that need to alter.